My name is Maya. I live in a small town. Everyone knows everyone here. It is quiet. It is simple. But my heart is not quiet. My heart has a secret. I have a best friend. His name is Brian. We grew up together. We played together when we were children. We went to the same school. We shared everything. He knows all my stories. I know all his dreams. But there is one thing I never told him. I love him. I really love him. Not like a friend. Not like a sister. I love him the way a woman loves a man. I love him with my whole heart, but Brian doesn't know. Nobody knows. I keep this secret inside me, every day, every night. I smile when I see him. I laugh at his jokes. I listen to his problems, but inside, my heart is breaking. Why don't I tell him? Because I am afraid. I am afraid he will laugh. I am afraid he will feel uncomfortable. I am afraid I will lose him forever. So I stay silent. I choose silence over truth. I choose fear over courage. My mother's name is Sophie. She sometimes looks at me and asks, "Maya, are you okay?" I always say yes, but I am not okay. How can I be okay when the person I love most doesn't know I exist? Not really, not the way I want. This is my story. This is my secret love. Every morning, Brian calls me, "Maya." "Good morning. Want to get coffee?" I always say yes. We meet at the same cafe. We sit at the same table. He drinks black coffee. I drink tea with honey. We talk about everything. About work. About family. About movies. About life. These moments are my favorite moments. When I am with Brian, I feel complete. I feel happy. But I also feel sad, because I know this is all I will ever have. Just friendship. Just these small moments. Brian talks about girls sometimes. He says, "I met someone yesterday. She was really pretty." I smile. I say, "That's great. Tell me about her." But inside, I want to cry. He talks. I listen. I pretend I am happy for him. I pretend it doesn't hurt. But it does hurt. Every time. Every word. After coffee, we walk in the park. He makes me laugh. He always makes me laugh. He tells stupid jokes. He does funny voices. He is my favorite person in the whole world. Sometimes he puts his arm around my shoulder. "You're my best friend, Maya," he says. Best friend. Those words should make me happy. But they don't. They break my heart. Because I don't want to be his best friend. I want to be more, so much more, but I never say it. I go home. I look in the mirror. I ask myself, why can't you just tell him? But I know why, because I am scared, scared of losing him, scared of everything changing, scared of the truth. So I keep my secret day after day, week after week, year after year. I watch him live his life. I watch him smile. I watch him be happy, and I stay in the shadows, loving him quietly, loving him secretly. This is my life. This is my pain. But I thought I could live like this forever. I was wrong. One day, everything changed. Brian called me. He sounded excited. Really excited. "Maya, I need to see you. I have news. We met at the cafe. He was smiling so much. I had never seen him smile like that. What happened? I asked. I met someone, he said. Her name is Ashley. My heart stopped. She's amazing, Maya. She's kind. She's smart. She's beautiful. I really like her. I forced myself to smile. That's wonderful, Brian, but it wasn't wonderful. It was terrible. He talked and talked about Ashley, about how they met, about their first date, about how she made him feel. Every word was like a knife in my heart. I want you to meet her, he said. You're my best friend. Your opinion matters to me. How could I say no? A week later, I met Ashley. She was everything Brian said. Beautiful, kind, smart. She smiled at me warmly. Brian talks about you all the time, she said. You're so important to him. I wanted to hate her. I really did. But I couldn't. She was nice. She was genuine. She didn't do anything wrong. The problem wasn't Ashley. The problem was me. My secret. My hidden love. I watched them together. Brian looked so happy. He held her hand. He looked at her the way I wanted him to look at me. And I felt jealous. So jealous. But I also felt guilty. Ashley didn't deserve my jealousy. Brian didn't deserve my anger. They were just two people falling in love. And I was just the friend, the secret keeper, the one in the shadows. After that day, I started avoiding Brian. I didn't answer his calls right away. I made excuses not to meet him. I needed space. I needed to protect my heart, but Brian noticed. Maya, what's wrong? He asked one day. Did I do something? Are you angry with me? No, I lied. I'm just busy. You're never too busy for me, he said. Something is wrong. Please tell me. But how could I tell him? How could I say, I love you, and watching you with Ashley is killing me? I couldn't. So I said nothing, and the distance between us grew bigger and bigger. 2 months later, Brian invited me to his birthday party. Please come, Maya, he said. It won't be the same without you. Ashley will be there. Everyone will be there. But I need you there. I wanted to say no, but I couldn't break his heart. Okay, I said. I'll be there. But that night, I couldn't sleep. I thought about the party, about seeing Brian and Ashley together, about pretending to be happy, about keeping my secret forever, and suddenly, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't keep lying. I couldn't keep hiding. I couldn't keep breaking my own heart. I decided to tell him the truth. I sat at my desk. I took a piece of paper. I started writing. Dear Brian, ... double quotes. The words came slowly, painfully, but they came. I wrote about our childhood, about our friendship, about all the moments we shared, and then I wrote the truth. Brian, I love you, not as a friend. I love you as more than that. I have loved you for years. I never told you because I was afraid of losing you, afraid of ruining everything. But I can't hide anymore. I can't pretend anymore. I need you to know the truth. I love you. I read the letter 10 times. My hands were shaking. My heart was racing. Should I give it to him? Should I stay silent? I thought about my mother, Sophie. She always said, Maya, be brave. The truth will set you free. Maybe she was right. The day before the party, I went to Brian's house. He opened the door. He smiled. Maya, come in. I can't stay, I said. I just ... I need to give you something. I handed him the letter. He looked confused. What is this? Just read it, I said. Please. And then I ran. I ran away from his house. Away from the truth. Away from everything. I went home. I locked my door. I cried. What had I done? Why did I give him the letter? Now everything would change. Now I would lose him forever. I felt scared, so scared. But I also felt something else, relief. Finally, the truth was out. 3 days passed. Brian didn't call. He didn't text. He didn't come to see me. I felt sick. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I just waited. Maybe he hated me now. Maybe he thought I was crazy. Maybe our friendship was over. I cried every night. I regretted everything. My mother Sophie saw me. Maya, what's wrong? I made a mistake, Mom, I said. A terrible mistake. She held my hand. Sometimes mistakes lead us to the truth. On the 4th day, someone knocked on my door. It was Brian. My heart stopped. I opened the door slowly. He looked serious, tired, like he hadn't slept either. Can I come in? He asked. I nodded. We sat on the couch. Silence filled the room. Finally, he spoke. I read your letter, he said. I read it many times. I couldn't look at him. I'm sorry, I whispered. Don't be sorry, he said. You told me the truth. That takes courage. He paused. Maya, I didn't know. I really didn't know you felt this way. I started crying. I know. I hid it. I hid it for so long. He took a deep breath. I care about you so much, he said. You're my best friend. You're one of the most important people in my life. But I knew that word was coming. But I love Ashley, he said. I'm in love with her. The words hurt. They really hurt. But I already knew them. Deep down, I always knew. I understand, I said quietly. Can we still be friends? He asked. I don't want to lose you. I looked at him. Really looked at him. And I realized something. I didn't want to lose him either, but I also couldn't keep living in pain. I need time, I said. I need space. I need to heal. He nodded. I understand. He stood up. He walked to the door. Then he turned back. Thank you for telling me the truth, he said. You're brave, Maya. Braver than you think. Then he left. And I cried. I cried for everything I lost, for everything I never had, for the love that could never be. Months passed. At first it was hard. So hard. I missed Brian every day, but slowly I started healing. I focused on myself. I spent time with my mother. I made new friends. I learned new things. I stopped checking my phone every minute. I stopped thinking about him every second. And I started feeling